Oh, okay. I got it. Oh my gosh. I'm having trouble getting it on Facebook or YouTube. I don't know why. Sorry. We're gonna live stream it to YouTube, so if you guys ever want to do this whole routine again, you guys can get it after. So,
If you don't have your own sticks, if you just go to like Lowe's or Home Depot, they sell the 10-foot, and you just have a chocolate and top. Like if you have two.
okay, let's see.
I haven't done anything with two though.
I should check my phone.
Huh? Somebody split on somebody. Yeah. So it's longer than the six that you guys have. And you would probably need like a 6 or 7 foot. And that you could use as you would use that one as your short stick. So I'm only 5'3", so this pole is 6 feet. So I need a 6-foot pole and then a 4-foot short one. So you use the short one because there's exercises too that you do like on the ground. And so the thing with stick mobility is it helps you to stretch, but it's more to help you to activate the muscles that connect to the joints. So think of it more as like body, mind, awareness, and keeping things in line, and working. I think I've said this before. I don't know if anybody else has heard it, but when you're stretching, a lot of the times when you stretch, it's the angles. So switching up the angles, you'll feel like different or deeper stretches, right? So this I like because I really like it on my hips. My hips get super tight from all the stuff that we do. And then arms. My shoulders are like so tight. So whenever there's a stick mobility class, they're going to take you through joint mobilization. So whoever's come to like the elite things that we've had in Honolulu, remember the wrist stuff that we would do, ankles, all of that kind of stuff. You start off with that, and then how classes normally run is you do 20 minutes of that, and then 20 minutes of strength. So this can actually help you to build up your strength, which is why they kind of take you through your awareness of what muscles, what planes you're working on. And then the last 20 minutes is stretch. So I'm kind of skipping the strength part just because I feel like, especially those of you who came to beach boot camp yesterday, I think everybody's pretty much feeling it, right, over the past 6 weeks. So we're just going to focus more on stretch and joints. And then hopefully, I can take you guys through just a quick stretch flow at the end. Okay? So you're not going to need 2 sticks. I just brought 2 sticks in case we didn't have enough of the white ones. But we'll get started.
Yeah, you're good, actually. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Were you trying to kill time?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, I turned off the AC too, so.
Oh, thank you. While you're all cozy in your sweater. No, it's fine. It's fine. All right, guys, so we're going to actually start off standing. Move this aside before I trip on it. Okay, so like I was saying, we're just starting off with more joint mobilization. So kind of want to take you through the top all the way down to the feet. So we're going to start off with the neck. So if you're holding your stick is primarily there just for balance and making sure that your body's aligned, right? So your spine is in a nice straight line. Good. Shoulders rolled back. We're just going to take our ear, drop it to your shoulder. So right ear to right shoulder. Good. And anytime you're looking at an extension in the muscle, that's when you want to exhale. Pick it up, over to the other side. So as you pick your head up, that's when you're going to breathe in, and then you exhale on the stretch. So it's really slow. Take a deep breath in, exhale. Make sure you're breathing in through the nose again. So every time we're focusing on stretch or lengthening out the muscle, you want to focus on moving with your breath. So breathing in, switching over to the other side, exhale. We're just going to finish off on the other side. Take a deep breath in, and exhale. Bring that chin up, chin to chest, chin to chest. So what we're looking at is lengthening the back of the neck. As you bring the chin to chest, make sure you're not hunching the shoulders over, right? So always keeping that chest up, just chin to chest. Now slowly take the head up towards the ceiling. Now as you're standing there holding the pole, you're focusing on posture. So bring the chin back down, exhale. So what you always want to be focused on is shoulders are back, hips are tucked underneath, your core is always engaged, all the way back up to the ceiling. And you don't have to overextend that neck, just gently look up to the ceiling. And exhale, bring that chin back down. All the way back up to the top. So ideally, you want to go through these maybe about 5 to 6 times, and breathing in and out, and holding each one for about 5 seconds, 6 to 10 seconds. Bring that chin back down. This is going to be the last one. And then head back up. All right, we're going to go into those head rolls. So just roll out that neck nice and slow, still keeping that posture straight. Abs are still pulled in. Close your eyes here. And you're just going to roll out that neck, focusing on all angles of that neck muscle so it keeps tight. You should feel this going down into the shoulders, the upper back area. Good, and let's rotate the other direction. Nice full circles. Okay, give me one more. And bring that head back up to neutral. So we're going to work on the wrist, and if you've been to class before, you're going to be a little bit familiar. So we're going to take that stick, hold it straight out in front of you. I want that elbow nice and straight. Now, as we're working on the wrist, that's the only joint that you want to move. So you don't want the elbow to bend, right? And you don't want to be moving through the shoulder at all, okay? So it's strictly just the wrist. So grasp the bar, thumb is down, and pinky is down. Now, if you start to feel that elbow bend, take that hand, place it right over here to support it so it prevents it from bending, okay? So we're going to start off with casting. So like you're casting a fishing pole, right? A fishing line. So all you're going to do is pull it back. It's going to be a very small movement, and then you're going to tilt it forward. So I want you to do this nice and slow. Because remember, part of this is also focusing on that mind-muscle connection. Good. So we're working on the wrist mobility, right? Pull it back. Just pull it back as far as you can and extend it forward. That's 2. We're going to do it one more time. Pull it back. And then forward. Okay, bring it straight up to the top. So that's casting. All right. Now we're going to do propeller. So propeller, all we're going to do is turn the wrist from left as far as you can, and then go back to the right. Good, and you just turn it as far as you can. So some of us will have better wrist mobility than others, and that's okay. That's why we do this, to kind of work on it. Good. One more time. Good. Now take that stick, bring it back up to the top. Okay, now I want you to turn it so that it's flat and parallel to the floor. So this is called hammerhead. Okay, so what we're going to do is take the wrist, let me show here, and it's going to go here and here. Okay, so it's taking that wrist from left to right. So you're going to keep the arm up, parallel in front of you. Bring the pole towards your left shoulder while keeping that elbow straight, and then turn it back, right side to the right shoulder. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to touch. Good. Back to the right, taking it nice and slow. You want to take it nice and slow because a lot of the time when we're moving, right, like initially when I started, it's kind of like my elbow starts going, right, or your body starts turning. So you want to focus on isolating that specific joint. Good. How's your arm feeling? Muscle working? Yeah. Okay. So remember, we're just doing it just a couple of times. We're not doing it as long. Take that stick back up to the top, and now we're going to stir the pot. So as you're stirring the pot, remember, keep that elbow straight. Draw that circle. Good. Now let's stir the pot the other direction. Just making those circles as big as you can and stabilizing the arm. And bring it back straight up to the top. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the other side, working the other wrist. So grab it with the left hand, right at the center. We're going to go into casting. Make sure the thumb and the pinky are down on the pole. Bring it back towards you and then point it away. Good. Back towards you and point it away. So notice like that wrist flexion, right? What's that range of mobility like as you bring it towards me? Mine, not so good. It's tight, right? But we just keep working on this, improving that range of motion. All right, take it back up to the top. We're going to go into the propeller. So we're going to tilt it to the right, as far as you can, and then to the left. Good. Try to keep that arm nice and straight. Good. So the nice thing about this is you're working on that wrist mobility, but that shoulder muscle is really getting warm, right? Good. Finish this off. Take that stick right back up to the top, so it's top to bottom. Now we're going to turn it so it's parallel to the floor, hammerhead. Okay, so the right side of the pole is going to come towards the right shoulder, and then left side to left shoulder. Good, keeping that elbow straight, shoulder stable. Place that hand here. If it helps, you can also place that hand underneath by that armpit, right along your lats. Good. So try to control the stick too, right? So I know for some people I've told them if you have your stick and it's not sealed, put water in it or sand, just a little bit of sand to make it unbalanced. Yeah, it's going to make it harder. Okay, we take that stick straight up to the top. We're going to stir the pot. So draw that small circle, isolate the wrist. Good, going one direction. Nice. And let's switch directions. Other way. It's a lot easier to do with the PVC button. This one's heavy. All right, and rest. How those arms feel? Sore. Who knew you guys were going to work today, right? All right, guys. Well, we're going to move into our ankles. So I want you to take that pole directly at 12 o'clock. Okay? Your arms don't have to be completely straight. You can bend them slightly. What I want you to do is give me a little quarter squat bend, very minimal. Now, we're gonna roll out one ankle at a time, okay? So when you're rolling out the ankle, what I want you to think of is big toe, roll it across all the toes to the pinky toe, roll it to the edge or outside of the foot, back to the heel, then to the inside, and then that's how you're gonna roll it all the way around. The whole time though, you're keeping that little quarter squat position. You're still pulling the core in. You're using the stick to brace yourself. Now, if you want to activate muscles and you are actively pushing down on the stick. Good. So this is good because you're focusing on really rolling out the ankle, right? A lot of times when we do ankle rolls, it's here, right? You put it up on the ball of your foot and you're just kind of rolling it around. This accentuates the movement just a little bit. Now I want you to take that and go reverse. So pinky to big toe, right to the inner part of the foot, heel, roll it to the outside. Good. Squeeze the core, keep the hips stable. And rest. We're going to do the same thing on the other foot. Okay, so left foot, big toe, roll it out to the pinky. Outside, heel, inside foot. Good. Keep rolling it around. So as you do this, you want to try to isolate the ankle, right? Don't get the hip movement going in, right? You don't want the hip movement going in there. And then even with the knee too, right? Sometimes like my knee, I catch it, it's going like this, right? Try to isolate it so the knee doesn't really move, but it's just coming from the ankle. Super hard, right? That's why it just takes practice. It takes practice. Let's rotate, go the other direction. Good.
Kind of attached.
Kind of attached.
The knee to the
All right, relax. Stand up nice and tall. You're welcome. Okay, now what we're going to do, holding that stick still at 12. Start with the right foot. Top of the foot goes down on the floor. Feel that nice stretch, right, in the front of the ankle. Okay, so what we want to do is try to extend it from that ankle all the way up to the front. So holding onto the stick, you're going to take that head and gently take the head back. As you take the head back, you might feel a nice pull right alongside that front line. You got the stick to help you balance. Good, bring that head back up, and let's do the same thing on the other side. Take that left foot back, top of the toe down, get that nice stretch in the front of that ankle, and then gently take it up to the ceiling. Getting that nice stretch, going down the front of the hip. Good, bring that head back up to the top. Keeping that right leg forward. Flex the heel, or flex the toes up, heel down. Give me a slight bend, pushing that butt to the back, okay? What we're gonna do is stretch out the back side now, from the heel coming all the way up to the glute, and maybe even going down into your back. So what I want you to do is slowly walk your hands down, your core. And as you're walking down, you should feel that nice stretch. Good, getting to a point where maybe you can just kind of bring that head all the way down. Keep that toe still flexed to the ceiling. Deep breaths in and out. Good, walk the hands back up the pole. Other foot forward. Toes up, heel down. Same thing. Push the hips back. Getting that nice stretch in. And then walking the hands down. Make sure that stick is in a nice stable position. Good. Once you get to that bottom part or the lowest part, go ahead and focus on your breathing. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And walk the hands back up to the top. Guys feeling nice and warm? Awesome. Okay, so we're going to move on to the shoulders. Okay, we're going to move on to the shoulder. Oh, wait, no, I forgot one thing. Sorry. We're going to work on the lateral really quick before we actually get to the those deep stretches on the hips. So take the stick to your right. Yeah, okay. Left heel or left foot, roll it to the outside. Just the left side. Just the left side. Okay, the stick is at your 3 o'clock. Take that arm up and over. And what you're focusing on is just lengthening out that whole side. So you should feel it going down into the hip, all the way into the foot. So keep that left foot rolled to the side. All you're doing is just simply pushing the hips out. Good, come up to the top. Let's do that again. Exhale. Up to the top. One more time, and then we'll switch sides. Exhale. And bring it up to the top. Take that stick to the other side. Now we're going to focus on the right side. So right foot, roll it to the outside. Good. Take that right arm, reach it over. Push that hip out to the side. Come back up to the top. Good. Again, exhale. Really accentuate pushing the hip out to the right. Up to the top. One last time. And reach, pushing the hip out. Resting on the outside of that right foot. Good, bring it up to the top. Okay, so we're gonna warm up the shoulders a little bit. This is called dislocation, and it's not because you're gonna dislocate the shoulders. So start off with a grip that's about a little wider than shoulder width apart. Okay, now your feet, I want you to spread them out so you have a nice wide base. Okay, and then give me a slight bend in those knees. Okay, so we're gonna lower the stick down here. Okay, when we're doing the shoulder dislocation, you're also actively keeping the muscles engaged. So from here till here, when you lift it up, the arms are parallel. You are gonna be pulling your stick apart, trying to lengthen it out longer than it is. From here up to wherever you can go, I'm sorry, I got that reverse. From here to here, push the stick together, and then once you lift it up, then you pull it. Okay? So let's try it from the bottom. Lower it down. We're gonna push the stick together, still keeping the knees bent, and push. Shorten that stick and lift it up. Right here is when you're gonna start to pull. So pull it, lift it up. Now I want you to push the shoulders, those hands back as far as you can. Now as you do this, I'm gonna go side view. What you don't wanna do is this, okay? So you don't wanna push the chest out and arch the back. You simply wanna keep everything, hips tucked underneath, core nice and tight, and all you're doing is pushing the arms back. Still trying to keep that straight line. Try to keep those arms as straight as possible. You're still pulling apart the stick, now lower it. Nice and slow, still pulling. Once you hit this parallel part, push the stick together and lower. Okay, now if you got stuck here at the top, take those hands out a little bit wider. We're gonna do that again. Push the stick together, lift it up. Core is pulled in. Once you get parallel, pull it apart. And then take it back as far as you can. So as you take the arms a little bit farther apart, you should be able to push it back a little bit further, right? It's a little bit easier. Bring it back. pushing together as you lower. We're going to do that one more time. If you couldn't get the hands to go all the way around, take them out a little bit further. Okay, and push. Pull once you hit that parallel. All the way up and over. And if you can circle it all the way back, circle it all the way back. Then lift it back up. You're still pulling it apart. Still pulling it apart. And push it together once you hit that parallel. Good. Not so bad, right? Does that feel good? No? Okay, well, I'm going to switch out to my shorter sit because that's a 6 foot and you guys have a 5 foot. So with your 5 foot, if you can grab as wide as possible towards the end. So I have one where I can actually put my hands up at either side. Okay, so this is called kayak. All right? So that's exactly what we're going to do. But when you're kayaking, I don't want you to bend those arms. You're going to keep it straight the whole time. So I want you to take the right arm up, left arm down. So it's kind of at a diagonal. Push this top hand. Push that arm back. Stop it right here. This is what it looks like from the side. You feel that stretch in that back arm. That's what you're looking for. Okay, then you're going to push it all the way up to the top. And we're going to switch. So now your left hand is up at the top. And you're going to push down with that left hand so the right arm goes back. Now, as that right arm goes back, I want you to think, I'm stuck between two walls. Okay? So you don't want that arm to come all the way out of here. You want it to stay back as far as possible. Keep those shoulders forward. Push it up. Good. Now again, repeat it. Good. You can go through the motion, through that movement, but I want you to get nice and slow. And I want you to actively push the top down so that you're pushing that arm back. Really feel that stretch in the arm. Good. And let's stop right here at the top. We're going to go backwards now. So does everyone have their right hand up at the top? Let's switch and put the right hand up at the top. Okay, so we were actively pushing with the top hand, right? Now you're going to actively push with the bottom hand. So I'm going to push the pole up to the front, pushing my right arm to the back, swing it down, and switch. Now my right hand is pushing, and my left hand goes back. Good. Pay attention to what shoulder feels looser and which one is tighter. My right is tighter than my left. Good. So you're actively working the muscle while stretching the other side. Awesome. One more time. And rest. Woo. Okay. Switching back to my long stick. Okay, so we're going to move on to. Wow, where does time go? I could seriously do an hour class. What happened to the time? Okay, guys. So we're going to continue to focus on upper body a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stick to the left side. Stick to the left side. Left leg goes back into a lunge. Stick to the left side. Left leg goes back in a lunge. Okay? Take that stick, bring it in closer to you so that it gives you some stability. Okay, so remember with lunges, don't lean that right foot or right knee over the foot. Left hand is free. Take that left hand here.
Right. Is your right hand?
Right hand. Sorry. Right hand. Jonathan's like, are you sure, coach? I don't have another left. Okay, take the left hand and reach up to the top. Right hand comes here. Kind of like right by your chest. Okay, yeah, you see why you need like a 6 or 7 foot pole? So the benefit of having a pole that's taller is I'm feeling a good stretch right here. Yeah? So here, this feels pretty stable. Now let go of that right hand. Okay. Now Now we're going to take that right hand and look to the right and twist. Good. Bring it back to the front. Now take that right hand and look to the left. Anybody feel a little bit unbalanced? Yeah. Good. Okay, one more time. Look back to the right. And look to the left. This would be good for slow burn. Bring that chest back to the front. Stand up. Okay, same thing. Take the stick over to the right side with the right hand. You okay? You're sweating? Yeah. Step your right leg back now. So right hand, right leg back. Bring that stick nice and close to you. Drop down into that lunge. Left hand is free. Go ahead and grab that pole right about chest height. This is easy, right? Because we have good stability here. Let go of that left hand. Take that left hand out to the side and look to the left. Really try to turn the torso. Look to the back of the room and then turn. We're going to look to the right. Good. Back to the left. Twist a little bit deeper. I want you to take that hand to the back of the room. Keep that back knee down. And let's twist back to the right. All right. Bring it back to center. Stand all the way up. Okay. Take that stick. Place it behind your back like this. I like to loop my hand underneath. We're just going to twist from right to left. But when you twist, it's nice and slow. So first, what I want you to do, slight bend in the knees. Okay? Keep your feet planted. So I don't want you to lift up that back heel yet as we turn from right to left. So slowly look to your right. Look back as far as you can. Keep those hips stable. And then twist back to the other side, nice and slow. Good. Bring it back to the center. Let's do that again. Twist to the right. Nice even weight on your feet. Back to the center and to the left. Feet flat on the floor. Back to the center. Now we're going to pivot that back foot. So if I'm turning to the right, I'm going to pivot my left foot. Okay, so pivot to the right. And that left heel is going to come up. You should be able to get a deeper twist in. Use this pole to really push you a little bit more. Gentle push, gentle push. And then turn back to the front. Good, same thing on the other side. Pivot to the right foot. Bring it back to the front. We're going to do that one more time. Pivot to the right. Good. Back center. Pivot to the left. And back to center. Okay, so we're going to move on to the windmills. This is going to help to stretch your shoulders out a little bit more. So pull behind your back. When you're moving through this, I want you to bend slowly, and we're going to segment each move. So slight bend in the knees. Okay, hips are square and centered. Bye, Lisa. Okay, from here, I want you to hinge over. So side view, I'm hinging over this way, keeping that back nice and straight. Now you're going to take the pole, right side is going to come down towards your right foot. Good. Turn that gaze up towards the ceiling. Anyone feeling a stretch in their left arm? Jonathan. You're not getting anything. Use this, please.
Doing something.
He's not doing. I'm looking, he's all like, I can't. Okay. So that pole is down, right foot, right? Arm looking up towards the left. Good. Now what I want you to do is turn so the chest is parallel to the floor. So keeping that small bend in the knees, you center yourself. Now we're going to go to the left. Bring the left part of the pole down towards the left foot and look up towards that ceiling. Recenter back to the center. Now this time I want you to see if you can take that pole a little bit further in. So if you can get it towards the center, get it towards the center. Keeping that left arm straight. Weight is still evenly distributed on both feet. Don't lean to one side just yet. Center back and left side. Look up towards that pole. Good. Center again. One more time. Taking that pole to the right. See if you can get it all the way to the left foot. Right to left. Yep, there we go. Really opening up the chest. Take those eyes up towards the ceiling. And back to center. Left side this time. Left to right. Good. You can straighten those legs once you get there. And recenter them. When you recenter, you're still having those knees bent. We're going to add something else to this. We're going to go back to the right side, wherever it's comfortable for you. Okay, now I want you to bend that right knee into a side lunge. And as you do that, you should feel that shoulder getting pulled a little bit more. Straighten that right knee, bend both knees, and then turn that chest forward. Same thing, other side. Left side pull to your right side foot. When you're ready, bend the left knee. We're going into a side lunge. My right leg still stays straight, and it's pulling my right arm open. Straighten, bend both knees, then twist that chest forward, and then stand up. Ooh. Deep breaths. But that one really helps to open up the shoulders, right? That's a really good one. So you want to kind of break it up like that so that you're slowly lengthening the muscle, right? You don't want to just go into that last level, like level 3, whatever you want to call it, because then you'll definitely pull something. So just think gentle, right? Okay, so we're going to go to my last one, which is my favorite one because my hips are always tight. So what I want you to do is take your pole out to your right. Amy, you lost your pole. Oh, okay.
I want to do the last one.
Okay, so this hand that's free, you're going to take it up to the top right here. The hand that's on the bottom, keep it at about chest level. Okay, so this is called bow and arrow. So a lot of the times when we're working on range of motion, if your body's like this, you've got to work on trying to get your body open. Okay, what we're going to do is just keep your feet stabilized. You're going to take this hand that's at the center of the pole and push. As you push out, you should feel, Jonathan, bring that bottom hand lower. You want it to be more like the center of your pole where it's going to be a lot more flexible. Good. And as you push out, you exhale. When you come up, you inhale. You're going to hold it for about 6 to 10 seconds. And you repeat that about 5 times. So as you're in this position, how do you know if you're in the right position? Well, when you push that pole out, your goal is to be able to look up at the ceiling, like Look up underneath your armpit. Good, bring it up to the top. Let's switch to the other side. Same thing. Hand at about center. Top hand up at the top. Exhale, push that pole out. Look up at the ceiling. Inhale, come up. Good, exhale, push out. Inhale, come up. One more time. Exhale, push out. Inhale, come up. So we're going through it a little bit faster, right? But ideally, you want to hold it about 6 to 10 seconds. So we're going to go back to your right side. Okay, I'm going to kind of turn myself at an angle here. Back to the right side, gripping the bar the same way. So watch me first so you can see what we're going to do that's different. We're going to push the pole out, and then I'm going to swing the pole to the front, and then swing the pole to the back. You're gonna feel a super good stretch going into the chest, the armpits. That's what you're looking for, just opening up that chest a little bit more. So everyone, hold on to that pole. Exhale, press it out. Swing the pole to the front. Your body stays in that position, and then swing it to the back. Open up that top shoulder. Good. Swing it to the front and to the back. Good. You're always imagining that you are stuck between two walls. One more time. And bring that chest up. Same thing, other side. Okay, get those hands in place. Exhale, push it out. Swing it to the front. And now swing it to the back. Good. Swing it to the front, moving at your pace. And swing it to the back. One more time. So this is lengthening out all the way down into that hip. Good. And bring that chest up. Everybody feel good? Yeah. You guys want to go through a quick flow before before we finish? Okay, so go ahead and put the sticks down. Okay. It's hot in here. We got hot. It's like hot yoga. Everybody take it down to the floor. Like hot yoga, hot boot camp. All right, so starting off in tabletop, I just kind of want you to gain awareness of your core. So pulling that belly button in towards the spine. Okay, from here, now as we go through each movement, remember we're moving with our breath. So actually before we go through that, let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale. Deep breath in through the nose, belly button expands. Exhale, pull the belly button in towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Take a deep inhale and hold your breath. We're going to sink into child's pose and you're going to exhale. Hips go back, arms stretch out in front. Good. Reach those fingertips all the way out to the front, chest coming down to the floor. From here, take a deep breath in. Exhale, hips come forward so that you are in up dog. Head up to the seat. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale, go back to child's pose, but I want you to widen the knees out a little bit more. Take the knees out wider. Feel as you take those deep breaths in, the rib cage expanding. breath in, come up to the elbows. Slide the knees out, exhale, so that you are in frog pose. Open up the hips. Breathing in and out. Good. Slowly bring the knees in, up to the hands so they are back to tabletop position. Okay, once in tabletop position, we're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, push up into down dog. Raise the balls of the feet in, push back. So, heels coming down to the floor. If your legs are tight, bend those knees slightly. Really get those heels down into the floor. So, feet should be flat. Head is between the arms. Eyes are looking at your feet. Deep breath in. Exhale. In. Exhale. Good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move into a three-legged down dog. So, keeping your hands in place, you're going to move your left foot in a little bit and lift your right leg up. So you're going to lift your right leg up as high as you can. Still pushing back into that down dog, so your head is still between the arms. Only lifting that leg up as high as you can. Okay, now I want you to start to move through the shoulders like you're going to go into a plank position. That right leg is going to come down. Bend the right leg forward, and you're going to slide into pigeon. Chest up. Whew. So we're opening up the left hip over here. So if you are tight and you can't quite get into that pigeon, then you're going to stay up higher. Okay, so that left leg goes back. If it's tight, you're just going to pull yourself up higher. Make sure you're square and that you are not leaning to the side when you do this. Okay, take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop the chest down. Now you're going to feel that stretch in that front leg or glute muscle. Rest on the elbows or outstretch those arms. Good. With that chest, slowly push yourself up. Bring that right leg now into a lunge position. Push the hips forward. Good. Now, if your hips are all the way forward, both hands on the inside of that foot, we're going to take it down into lizard. So you're going to drop down to your elbows. Now, if you cannot drop down to the elbows while keeping the heel down, just stay here in this position and focus on pushing your hips forward a little bit more. Yes. Good. Bring it back up to the palms. We're going to go into pyramid. So take that back foot, dig the ball of your foot into the floor. We're going to straighten our legs now. So push up and straighten. Both feet are pointing forward. You are in a pyramid position. Now, if you cannot reach down to the floor, you're going to rest on your thigh. Good. Legs are straight. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of that right thigh. Good. Now, with the right hand either down on the floor, resting on the ankle, or on your shin, you're going to take that left arm, open up that left arm up to the ceiling. You are in triangle. If you can, look up at the hands. So both legs are straight. Good. Now bend that right knee and lift the torso up and rest that right elbow on top of your thigh. Good. Now take that arm and extend it out above the head. So that arm comes right by your temple. You have a nice long line from your fingertip to your toe. Good. Now turn your body back towards the floor, both hands reaching down. Step the right foot back, push back into down dog. Okay, we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Bye now. Lift up that left leg so that you're in a 3-leg down dog. Good. Push through plank. Bend that left leg in so that you are in pigeon. I'm sweating. Guys, it's hot.
Welcome. Thank you.
You guys always gotta take credit for everything.
Why you?
Good job, guys. All right, inhale. Exhale, lower the chest forward, resting on the elbows, or outstretching those arms all the way out. Deep breath in, lift that chest. We're going to go into a lunge. So left leg is going to come to the outside of the hands. Palms down, push the hips forward. Good. On your next exhale, we're going to drop down into lizard, or just simply bend the elbows. You can only go halfway down, you can go halfway down. Otherwise, you're still staying up on the palms. Good. Both hands down on the floor. We're going to extend our legs so that we're in pyramid. So pick up that back foot, both feet pointing forward. Legs are straight, bring that chest down. If the hand is down to the floor, great. Otherwise, just lift it up so you're either resting on your shin or your thigh. Front leg should be forward, straight, so that way you're getting a stretch in the back of that thigh. Good. Now from this position, all you're going to do is take that right arm and bring it up to the ceiling. You're in triangle. So your hand can be flat on the floor, ankle, shin. From here, bend that left knee. Left elbow rests on your left thigh. We're going to go into extended angle. Take that arm up by your temple so it reaches out in front of you. So have that arm next to like your ear. Good, Joyce. Nice straight line. This is working on your balance. Good, both hands down on the floor. Step that foot back. And you're back in tabletop. All right, guys, we're going to finish off with some cat-cows. So take a deep breath in, suck in that belly button, arch that back. Exhale, drop the belly button down towards the floor, head up towards the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, feel that stretch in the shoulder blades. Exhale, drop the belly button down. Good. Bring that back into neutral position. And then you're going to press up. Walk the hands towards your feet so that you're in forward fold. And then slightly bend the knees and roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. And the sweat is dripping. Deep breath in. And exhale. One more. Deep breath in. And exhale. Awesome job, you guys. Hope you guys feel good. Yeah. So this will be, like Jaden said, on YouTube. You guys can go back and practice. Repeat. So if you felt like your 5-foot stick wasn't long enough for you, go get a 6-foot. It makes a huge difference, right, Jonathan?